So I'm going to let everybody take a moment to come together here and join us. We have an unbelievable session planned for all of you guys, and myself and the team are so thrilled and honored to have the opportunity to lead you through navigating these uncharted territories that we are facing, not only locally, not only nationally, but globally. And we are excited to be able to bring a very special version of the live launch workshop to you. It is the Recession Proof Your Business version of the live launch method, where we're really going to teach you not only how to take the most powerful method on the planet to build, grow, and scale your business online, but we're going to teach you also how to sell to the gap in a unique way and how to pivot your messaging exactly and precisely to help you to grow and thrive through the economic downturn, to create your own economy, and to empower your family to come out on top, regardless of what is happening on the news, regardless of what is happening out there in the world. You as entrepreneurs have all of the power, all of the opportunity, and you have everything that you need here in this workshop over the next 2 weeks to take these strategies, make them your own, and go out in the world and absolutely thrive. Now, I know that we have lots of people that are coming to us for the very first time. We have new friends and old, so I want to speak for just a moment to some of our new friends. For those of you that are just getting to know me, my name is Kelly Roach. I am the founder of The Unstoppable Entrepreneur. We are a multi-million-dollar coaching company. We're one of the fastest business education coaching companies in the United States, and we have empowered hundreds of entrepreneurs around the globe to make 6- and 7-figure leaps in their businesses online. We are the creators of the live launch method, which we have empowered thousands upon thousands of people around the world to utilize to simply and easily scale their businesses, creating leaps in their business that would have otherwise taken them weeks, months, or even years. We've had people say that in 17 years of business, they were not able to accomplish what they were able to do within a single month of joining the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Program using the strategies that we teach. So I am here as your guide. I am here to teach you how to elevate, how to pivot, how to strategize your way through all of the challenges that we're currently facing, and how to do it with grace, elegance, and ease. In addition to the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Program and our company, we have a team of 23 individuals. You will find that there is someone assigned to all 15,000 of you guys that are in the Tribe of Unstoppables and on the Live Launch Revolution page in Instagram. Each and every one of you guys has a concierge on my team. We take pride in the Unstoppable Army, which is built and designed to serve you. So every single one of you guys is going to have a concierge to support you through this process. They have private messaged you. So if you're not already in contact with one of them, you want to get in contact with them now, because they're there to answer your questions, to support you, to really guide you through this entire process. And there's one of me, there's 15,000 of you, which means that in order to make sure that you have everything that you need to succeed, it's going to be important that you're in touch with the person on our team that is here to support you. Again, you can check your messages, and there is a message pending. If you don't see it in your main inbox, go up and check the other inbox. You got to click around a little bit and find those hidden messages, but I promise there's someone on my team, someone on the Unstoppable Army that's here to support you guys. Now, in addition to being a regular on ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS, and being featured in publications around the world, having a top-rated podcast in the top 50 of all marketing shows, building a multi-million-dollar coaching company that's one of the fastest growing in the country, I came from Fortune 500, where I led a record-breaking team through the last recession successfully. We pivoted for profits, we elevated, and we grew in a profitable way by utilizing the strategies that I'm going to be bringing to you here this week. So this is not just about, a fun strategy that can make you millions of dollars, which it absolutely is from every angle that you look at it. But this is also getting really real with yourself about what is the leadership role that you are being called to step into? What is the leadership role that you are going to play in leading your family through this recession? We already know that if there's 2 incomes in a household, one is going to go away. You guys each have the power single-handedly as entrepreneurs to fundamentally shift the direction of your family's future forever, because you have access to your camera on your phone and you have internet access, you don't have to worry about the fact that networking events just went away. Speaking from stage and selling from stage just went away. A lot of the ways that people traditionally grew their businesses, by going out to events, by attending conferences, by showcasing, they all just disappeared overnight. For each and every one of you guys, you are in the right place because everything we're teaching you can be done simply, easily, from your phone, in your yoga pants, from home, and you can make millions of dollars online. Is it easy? No. Are you going to have to work hard? Yes. Do we say that you should be training for like an athlete for your business? You should be training for your business like an athlete trains for their sport? Absolutely. And I'm going to have that conversation with you every single day, because if you guys want to be in the 1% of all 1% that not just survive but thrive through this recession and through this pandemic, then you're going to have to step up. You're going to have to lean in and you're going to have to work hard. But if you are up for that and you are ready to take these strategies, fundamentally shift the focus of your family's future forever, because you're mastering the skills that are going to allow you to sell from nothing but the phone on your camera and to do it in the hundreds of thousands at once. This is the strategy. This is how you will take people from cold to close in less than 10 days. We have been teaching this strategy for over 2 years. It has completely changed my life. It's completely changed all of my team members' lives. It has completely changed our clients' lives. And now we're bringing it to you. So I am thrilled to have this opportunity to be with you guys. And again, I want to remind you that we're going to be here every day at 12 o'clock from now through next Tuesday. Now, here's the thing. I want you guys to understand that you cannot be distracted or half-hearted going through this process. If you're distracted or half-hearted going through this process, you're not going to win. You're not going to get it. I'm going to cover a lot of information, and I'm going to cover a lot of information fast. I want to make sure that I'm giving you real content and tangible action steps that are going to get you real results. In order to do that, I have to get on camera and I have to move. And that means for you guys, you need to pull out your workbook, you need to be taking notes furiously, and you got to really zone into what we're doing here. Now, here's what I want to express to you guys and what I want to remind you of coming into today's session. You should literally have the Tribe of Unstoppables group or the Live Launch Revolution Instagram account pulled up at all times 24/7 from now through next Tuesday at midnight. If you are awake, you should be in this group. I'm going to say that again. If you are awake, you should be in this group. I don't care if you have kids sitting on your shoulders, people running in and out of the room, right? Hopefully they don't set anything on fire. We all have kids at home. I get it. Me too. Madison, I'm sure will come in a couple times during our sessions, okay? But here's the bottom line. If you're in it to win it, and you want to learn this strategy, and you want to know how to make millions of dollars online, then do not think that you can do this half-heartedly. You're either all in or you're all out. And what I always say is you're stoppable or you're unstoppable. You showed up here today because you're ready to be unstoppable. Let's do this. Go ahead and pull out your workbooks now. We're going to go ahead and get started. I want to make sure that all of you guys have checked that you have connected with your concierge so that they can answer your questions and support you through this process. I want to remind you that I'm going to bring my team of internal experts in all different areas, the people who run my marketing, the people who do our accountability coaching, the people who do our sales, the people who run our Facebook ads, the people who manage all of our content. I'm bringing all of them to you over this week. These sessions are not only going to be run by me, but they're going to be run by consummate experts on my team that manage entire divisions of our company. I'm going to give you the best, I'm going to deliver for you the best, and I'm going to make sure that we don't waste a single second of your time, that we honor you, we are grateful to you for being here, and that we make sure every second that you spend with us is meaningful. That being said, I know a lot of you guys are going to have to pivot and take your offline business online. I know some of you guys had physical brick and mortars that you now need to figure out how to get online and do it now so that you keep your doors open. I understand that some of you guys have been playing around with a side business for years now, and you now understand with what's going on in the economy that you better get this thing profitable, and you better get it profitable now. And I still understand that some of you guys who are online entrepreneurs that have been working your tails off to grow and haven't quite figured that out yet are ready to start making six-figure leaps every month in your business, so that in 90 days you're making more in a week than you did in a month, and more in a month than you did in a year. If you're any one of those people, lean in. We are doing bonus sessions all throughout the week for very custom and specific circumstances. So there'll be one bonus session for brick and mortars. There'll be one business session for people that are still currently working in a job that need to replace their full-time income. We'll do one bonus session for people that are already online but maybe feel like they need to replace the income of their spouse or their significant other because maybe their job security is now in question. So there will be bonus sessions all throughout the week in all different ways. And what I want to make sure is that you guys understand, if you're awake, you should be in this group. Someone type it in the chat for me. I want all of you guys to type it in the chat for me. If you're awake, you should be in this group. Yes, our set sessions are 12 p.m. and 8 p.m., but there is going to be so much happening in this group that is going to add value for you that you can dedicate 1 week of your life if it's going to fundamentally shift the entire future for your family. I'm going to say that again. You can dedicate 1 week of your life if it's going to fundamentally shift the future of your family. And I want to see some heck yes in the chat right now if you can do this and if you believe that you can be that leader for your family right now and you are ready to step into owning what that future is going to look like. Because here's the deal, guys. While everyone is panicked and frantic and worrying about what they're going to do and paralyzed and sitting there glued to the news, guess what you guys are going to be doing? You're going to be out there launching, hustling, getting scrappy, having fun, and making a boatload of money because you have a smart strategic plan and you have your eye on the prize. So without a further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I am so happy you are all here. You're gonna go ahead and pull out your worksheets. We're in session 1, and let's go ahead and get ourselves started. So there are 4 pillars of the live launch method. The live launch is basically a content to conversion strategy where you are gonna teach, you are going to give, you are going to serve your heart out. You're going to make a difference for the people that you care about, that you started your business to make a difference for. You're going to give them everything you've got for 4 days, and then you're going to flip that switch and you are going to invite them to take the journey to complete what they started with you. Everybody got that? So you're going to teach, you're going to serve, you're going to give, you're going to love, you're going to invest, you're going to show up, you're going to give them everything you've got for 4 days. The second half of the 4th day, you're going to flip that switch and you're going to help those people that have already decided you are the one. I need your help. You are my leader. You are the person I want to link arms with. And you're going to invite those people to go forward with you and ride into the sunset in your long-term flagship program. Now, maybe you have your flagship ready, maybe you don't. It doesn't matter. If you decide to work with us, we're going to help you create it anyway. So let's not get stuck on those details. The bottom line is the live launch is going to run for a total of close to 10 days. The first 4 days you teach 4 pillars. Write it down. The first 4 days you're going to teach those 4 pillars, okay? The second half of the 4th day you're going to flip over and you're going to start extending that opportunity. You're going to start extending that invitation. Okay? And when you extend that invitation, people are going to be raising their hand and saying, heck yes, I am ready. I am ready to do this with you because you have serve them. You've made a difference for them. You've given and poured your heart, your soul, your energy, and your mind into them. You've given them everything you've got, and they've already decided you are the leader that I want to link arms with. I don't care if people need to lose weight. They need to get their books done. They want to get their dog trained. They want to become healthy. They want to learn about essential oils. They want to, become a personal trainer. They want to, launch their own teaching, coaching, consulting business. It doesn't matter what it is. If you are an online service owner or you want to be, this strategy is for you. So there are 4 pillars that make the live launch the most powerful method on the planet to take clients and prospects that literally know nothing about you and take them from cold to close in 10 days. Now, that has not been possible before, guys. That has not been possible. That's why probably you've tried sideways sales letters, PLF, recorded videos, all sorts of email funnels, and it hasn't worked. Because people did not get their way, they didn't work their way through those psychological steps that they needed to in order to get to the yes. What we're going to teach you how to do is insert all of those buying triggers day 1 through 4 so that by the time you get to the invitation, they've already decided they're going to work with you. Write that down. By the time they get to day 4, they've already decided that they are going to work with you. That is the beauty of all of this. You're never really selling, because by the time you get to extending the invitation, you have such rapport, such relationships, such love, such deep two-way connection that people have already decided you are the one and only. You are the one and only. And that is what this is all about. We're going to teach you guys how to step up and become peerless, because when all of your competitors are pulling back, they're shutting down, they're retreating, you're going to lean in, you're going to level up, and you're going to stand up for what you believe in for your market, and you're going to give them the gift of the support that you've been telling them and teaching them and sharing with them that they were going to do for years. Okay, you guys getting this? The power is unreal. The live launch combines all of the most successful strategies in all of sales and marketing for all time into this powerful mechanism that you can do on Instagram like I am right now, you can do on Facebook like I am right now, and it's going to allow you to do all of this with a simple worksheet and a live video camera. And that's it. That's it. That's how simple this can be for you. So you can get rid of all the tech. You can stop wasting all the time, energy, and assets on things that are never going to produce, that don't make a difference, that don't make you money, and just focus on being present with your people. Here are the 4 pillars. Number 1, live two-way interaction. So you are going to deliver your live launch live, just like you guys see me. I'm here. I'm present with you. I'm live streaming. I can see your comments coming through. And thank you, by the way. We have almost 700 people between the 2 platforms that are live with us right now, and I'm sure thousands more that will be going through the replays. Thank you all for being here. Pillar number 1 is it is live. Pillar number 2, you get to leverage your intuition. So one of the main reasons why the things that you've done in the past probably haven't worked for you is that you were prefabricated, pre-recorded, and that you didn't really have the ability to listen to what people needed, respond to what they were saying, be in tune with them, go back and forth and alter the direction that you're taking things based on what people need from you. What you'll see from me all week long as we're going through this live launch is that my team is going to be talking to you. They're going to be getting your feedback. They're going to be getting what you need from us. And you're going to see that we're going to zig and we're going to zag so we can meet you where you are, so that we can serve you better. And when you use your intuition, you listen to your gut, and you're live with your people, you have a superpower. And that superpower that you have is human connection. I'm giving that gift back to you to be a human, to create that connection with people in a moment where more than anything, all around the globe, that's all people want is a sense of connectedness. You can give your audience that gift right now. That is pillar number 2. Pillar number 3 is the freedom to be present. And this is the most powerful of the pillars, because I know for me, the reason why I had failed launch after failed launch was because there were so many barriers between me and the people I was trying to serve, from technology and editing and pre-recording and webinar slides and emails and funnels and tech tools. It was so stressful. And it was so much to manage that launch after launch, I failed and I failed until finally I cleared away all the barriers between me and you. And when I cleared away all of those barriers and when I focused on being present with the people that I'm here to serve, my whole life changed. I never intended to start teaching the live launch method. But when we started building millions and millions of dollars of business and it was easy and it was fun, we were like, hey, wait a minute. Why aren't we giving this gift to other people? Why isn't this what we are teaching to every single person we come in contact with? And so we did an about face and we decided that we must, absolutely must give this gift to you. And we must serve the world by delivering this method so that you realize you can get rid of all that stuff that frustrates you. You can get rid of all that stuff that doesn't serve you anyway. You can show up, you can have fun, you can be present with your people, and you can make a ton of money doing it. And guys, if there was ever a moment to push through that fear of getting on camera, to push through those feelings of uncertainty, your family is counting on you now. Your community is counting on you now. The moment is now, and your competitors are retreating. I want you to understand that. As your competitors retreat, you need to lean in, because your community, your market is going to be looking for leadership. They're crying out right now for leadership, and they're looking for you. They're looking for someone to step in and fill those shoes, because they want someone who believes in themselves and who believes in them to show up and deliver for them. And that can be you. That is you, and that's why you're here. And it is no coincidence that each and every one of you guys are here with me live today, because you are meant to be that person for your family. You are meant to be that person for your community. You can fundamentally impact the recovery of your country from economic decline by showing up, standing up, and doing the work. We all have the opportunity to be leaders that impact and contribute to the solution. We have that opportunity from our iPhones every day, guys. This is insanity, right? So pillar number 4 is I'm going to take every age-old billion-dollar strategy from my Fortune 500 work. I was promoted 7 times in 8 years. I broke every record in the company's history for profitable growth. I'm giving them all to you, and I'm combining that with the most powerful, potent strategies available online today, which is live streaming. We're taking buying triggers. We're taking the psychology of buying. We're taking our proprietary content to conversion method, and we're combining it with you bringing your brilliance, serving, teaching, giving from your heart of hearts, delivering that gift to your audience, and boom, spontaneous combustion. You now have an opportunity to do something that's never done. And by the way, because you're here right now, you have the opportunity to be one of the first to market in your space by being in this live launch workshop right now. And while we're here throughout the course of this week, we're gonna teach you how to fill your group, how to get people registered, where to get leads from. We're gonna teach you how to pivot your messaging to make it recession proof. We're gonna teach you how to build an audience online, even if you're starting from zero. And the list goes on and on and on. And that's why I said, if you're awake, you're in this group. You need to get that newsfeed eradicator set up. You need to be, if you are awake for the next 10 days, you are in this group. Watch the sessions once. Watch the session 5 times. I don't care. By the time we're done, you're going to have a date on the calendar for your live launch, and it is go time. It is go time. You are ready to make this happen, and now is your moment. And this is no longer a fun party that we get excited to give every single month to people to teach them how to launch and how to make lots of money. This is not only a tool that can help you to take a leadership position and become peerless in your industry. This is the tool that is going to lead your family forward into the future so that you're not a part of the frantic panic. You're not going to be a part of the frantic panic. Instead, you are going to be the solution. You are going to be the solution. You have the opportunity to step up and lead, and I know that each one of you is called to do that. Okay, you have the 4 pillars. The live launch really leans on 2 things, and I want you guys to write this down. There's spaces for it in your notes. It leans on 2 things. Number 1 is momentum. Now, I know a lot of gurus teach you guys, don't give away too much. Teach them the what, but don't teach them the how. And these silly, ridiculous tricks that aren't good for anyone. We don't teach that here. I want you to give. I want you to serve. I want you to show up, and I want you to have a servant heart in everything that you do. And when you do that, people are going to say yes to working with you because that trust, that rapport, that bond, that relationship is there. You can't get people into action if you're holding back and protecting yourself and saying, I'm going to teach them this, but I'm not going to teach them that. We don't do that here. We are going to give openly. We're going to give with open arms. Now, we have to balance that with not overwhelming people, right? So there's a difference between giving with open arms versus overwhelming people. Right? We want to make sure that you can get people into action. We want to give them a new strategy that they can put into action right away that is going to allow them to win. And that is what each of your 4 pillars are going to do. Your 4 pillars are your 4 teaching live streams, where you're going to give the 4 main components of what they need to know to go forward with the strategy that you're teaching. When you look at the 4 sessions I'm going to teach you over these 4 days, I'm giving you the 4 most important things that you must know and that you must do in order to successfully conduct a live launch. Does that make sense to everybody? Your 4 pillars are the 4 things that you're going to teach that you believe are the most important things for your market to know in order to take action. The main differentiator between this type of launch versus a launch that you do where you send out videos or you pre-record stuff or do any of those other strategies that we're not going to talk about is that because this is live, you are going to really focus on teaching and then bringing them to an action. And then you're gonna guide them through taking that action. You're gonna guide them. That's why I said, make sure you're connected with the concierge, because after each and every session that we do, a homework thread is gonna go up in the Tribe of Unstoppables Facebook group. And when you participate in doing your homework, you get 2 outcomes. Number 1, you take action, which means you're gonna get results, and our team rewards you for it, because anyone that takes action and generates results and is showing up and doing their homework gets entered to win the scholarships that we give away, the books that we give away, the gift cards that we give away. So that enters you to win by doing the homework. That's number 1. Number 2, when you do the homework, you get feedback from our team. So if you want direction, you want specifics, you want questions answered, the way that you're going to engage with us is post your homework, let us give you feedback, and your concierge will connect in the chat with you. Okay? So there are layers upon layers of support in this group to make sure you get carried through all of this successfully. We can't wait. We are going to be here to support you every step of the way. And by the time you're done, by the way, you're going to have your whole launch designed. It's going to be designed. It's going to be on the calendar. It's going to be named. And you're going to have methods and strategies to fill the group or to build the Instagram account with the people that are going to participate. My entire session for you guys tomorrow is teaching you 13 different methods to organically fill your launch group. Okay, so again, tomorrow's whole session, which you got to show up for, be here live. I'm going to be answering questions and teaching you how to fill your launch group. So hopefully this is making sense for everybody. The 4 pillars that you teach are the 4 most important things that people need to take action. This whole strategy is focused on 2 power strategies: momentum and action. You get people to build momentum and take action, which leads them to not want to stop building momentum and taking action. If you don't get them to take action during the teaching part, you're not going to get them to take action with their credit card when they're done. You need to engage people and help them to do work and create a breakthrough. And in creating that breakthrough, that's when then they are now set up and going to carry over to the other side. Hopefully this is making sense. So I want to see some hearts. I want to see some emojis. I want to see some action in the threads from you guys. I got to get a sip of water here because I've been teaching. I want to see some emojis from you guys. How you feeling? What are you getting out of this so far? Like, give me some love. I want to know that we got some energy up in here. We need some energy up in here, okay? Okay, I see lots of hearts going. I'm loving it. I want to see some homework. Yes, I see people saying, do the homework, get the feedback. Do the homework, get the feedback. I see some AM, some amens. I see some fire symbols. All right, we have some fire going on Instagram. We have some fire going in the tribe. You guys are amazing. I have people saying momentum and action, momentum and action. You guys are getting this. You got it. You got it. Okay, this is it. So it really leverages those 2 things. And when you're getting started with this strategy, we're really going to recommend that you get started with a Facebook group. Most audiences are going to be on Facebook. If your audience isn't on Facebook, we teach alternate strategies and alternate methods in the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Program, where we can teach you kind of what to do instead. But what I'm going to recommend is that for as many of you guys as humanly possible, that you start off in a Facebook group. You can see that we're doing a multi-stream here. We're on Instagram and we're on Facebook, and we've been doing live launch for over 2 years. This is the first multi-stream that we've done. So that should give you a little bit of an indicator that you focus on the basics. You do at least a 6-figure launch. We are now doing 7-figure launches. That is why we decided to start expanding our strategy out. So, get to 6 figures first, have some success, then you can expand out from there. If you already have a great following on Instagram and you just want to deliver straight to Instagram, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure you work with your concierge on putting some specifics in place to really get clear on what does that need to look like. what does that need to look like? But again, I want to emphasize getting people to show up and take action at the end of each session is paramount, because getting them in action is what's going to drive them to take action at the end of this. Write that down in your notes. That's absolutely critical. You have to make sure that you give people specific actions that they can take. And this is why we don't recommend holding back and not teaching the real stuff, because you want to show people that they can create a breakthrough during this time working with you for free. What we always say is we can promise you that this free session, this free workshop is going to be worth more than the last 3 paid things that you did. And I'll make that guarantee to you guys right here, right now, because I know for sure, especially with the bonus sessions that we're doing to pivot your message, to recession proof your business, to address all the things that are going on to teach you how to grow through a recession. I know for sure this is worth more than the last 3 programs that you paid for. I will give you that guarantee right here. You want to be able to look your people in the eye online, virtually, and tell them the same thing, right? So that's up to each of you guys to do that. Okay, let's keep moving. So we want to house it in a group if possible, and you want to really focus on driving interaction, right? We do scholarship giveaways, we use the homework threads and posts, we do the book bundle giveaways, we do the Amazon gift card giveaways. We have all these different mechanisms for getting people excited to participate. Plus, who doesn't want a concierge answering their questions and supporting them every step of the way so that they literally have everything that they need to succeed every step of the process? You get real questions answered by real humans. You don't even get that in most paid programs that you're in, let alone a free workshop. So if that doesn't tell you how different this experience is going to be, not just for you going through it here, but for when you create it for your people, that should be a huge switch, a huge mindset shift for you guys. Okay. So the way that this works is you're going to run for a total of 10 days. It's a content to conversion model. First 4 days you're teaching. The second half of the 4th day you're extending the invitation. Then you have an additional 5 to 6 days of selling, and we give you a little buffer in there because chances are you're going over a weekend, and sometimes weekends are a little bit quieter. And over those days of selling, there's very, very specific things that you're going to do, very specific sessions that you're going to run, very specific actions that you're going to take, ways that you're going to really utilize the 11 different buying triggers to make sure you're hitting all of the hot buttons and all of the marks with everyone. Okay, so that's how the model is going to work. Every session you're going to teach live. You want them to be the same time every single day. Write that down. Same time every single day. You can do a daytime set session like we do, 12 o'clock every day, and then a bonus session at night. Or if you currently have a job, you can do every session in the evening. For many years, for 2 full years, every one of our launches was at 8 p.m. at night. So that's totally up to you guys how you want to work that. But you do want to have a set schedule, same day and time every single day. When people are coming into the group, you want to get them to connect with someone on your team in Messenger, and that is going to allow you to really begin to have a conversation with them from the second that they come in that's going to make a meaningful connection to help them start moving through that know, like, and trust process right away. So I'm giving you guys all these $1 million secrets right now that just make such a massive difference in what this is going to look like from a conversion standpoint for you. You want to make sure you have at least 300 leads registered for each live launch that you do. And obviously, as you want to scale up to million and multi-million dollar launches, you want to have far, far more than that. But you can do a very successful, very profitable launch with about 300 leads. And tomorrow's entire session, I'm going to teach you the what, the where, the who, and the how of, even if you're starting from dead zero, how you can have those 300 leads by the time we're done this workshop. Okay, so I'm going to give you all the answer key to that in tomorrow's session. The entire session is dedicated to that. Here's what I want you guys to think about when you think about the power and the momentum and the results that you're going to get from Live Launch and why this is so different from everything else you've ever done before. Number one, yes, you can do this absolutely alone. Most people in the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Program do one live launch alone, and then because of the income that they made and the money that they made in that first live launch, launch, they can then hire part-time help. Then you can hire full-time help. Then you can hire multiple people to help you. So the live launch is literally going to be the engine that allows you to build a winning team and allows you to scale up and ultimately be able to invest in legitimate scaled up advertising combined with a team, which is when you're going to easily be able to get to those $1 million launches and beyond. So you start with you, then you expand to part-time help, then you expand to full-time help, and you let the live launch drive you forward and help you drive the way. Okay, so you guys are doing fantastic. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I feel that beyond all else, it was serendipitous and literally a moment that we are doing this on this day where the world needs you, your family needs you, your community needs you, and now all of these other ways of growing our businesses have been stripped away. And this is really, it's not just a tool, it's the tool to lead your family into the future. You are in control. It might feel like the world is spinning all around you and everything's out of your control. But what's in your control is to focus, take action, be present in this group, and do the work. And if you do those 4 things, you will be the person that emerges from all of this craziness and all of this chaos as a leader, as a winner, as the person that can carry this forward and then turn around and help other people do the same. So you guys should be very, very proud just of the fact that you're stepping forward and stepping into this leadership position. Okay. Again, what you have here with the live launch is you have simplicity above all else. You have the ability to use your intuition. You have the ability to deliver it live, make changes as you go, be present with your people, really focus on the simplicity of being able to create true and meaningful connections, not hold back, teach and serve with a servant's heart, make a difference for people, and allow your business to scale with ease online. This is the tool. It's the only tool, and it's where the future is going. You each have an opportunity to be one of the first to markets using the live launch method, and I hope each and every one of you guys will lean in and take advantage of every tool and resource we create for you over the next couple of days. Now, absolutely, what I want you guys to know is that we are going to be creating a ton of bonus sessions for you, which is why I keep saying over and over again, first of all, I want to remind you, there are units created at the top of the group, and there is a banner at the top of the group. These resources are going to tell you, the units is where all the videos will be stored until next Tuesday, so you can go through them as many times as you want. You have open access, you don't have to scroll in the feed for them. And the banner at the top lists the primary sessions, the main sessions. Have this group open the entire week until Tuesday. There will always be a bonus going on. And we're creating very specific bonuses that are tailored to the circumstances that we are all facing to help you get through them. So lean in, listen up, be a part of everything that we're doing. It is worth sacrificing a week to focus here to financially secure your family's future. Okay? All right, here's the deal. We teach you to sell to the gap. There is always a very meaningful and gaping hole in what your competitors are doing that is their biggest frustration with your industry. There is a gap in every industry. Right now, it just so happens that in most spaces, it's human connection, it's accountability, and it's service delivery. People don't fulfill their promise, they don't make themselves accessible to their clients, they don't provide the support that's needed, and there's no follow through to implementation. There is a gap in every industry. And when you begin to tailor your message to that gap, you are going to identify the riches upon riches that are in the extra mile of selling in your space. I want each of you guys, as your homework today, to really be thinking about what is that gap? For us, we knew that in the coaching space, the big gap was accountability. So we flipped our program on its head. We started leading with accountability. We hired 13 accountability coaches to do nothing but really push our clients, hold them accountable, stay in touch with them every week, serve them at the highest level, be in touch with their needs, give them what they needed to succeed and get maximum results from the program. And our business absolutely exploded. What you have to think about is, what is that gap for you? What's the thing that all the consumers in your space are frustrated about? Go and fill that gap. Go and be that person that no one else has stepped up to be. The opportunities are absolutely endless. And you may see a lot of jobs being lost. You may see a lot of industries declining, but there are spaces equally and at the opposite of that that are exploding through the roof. All you have to do is open your eyes, pay attention, do a little bit of critical thinking. So I want everyone to work on their gap, and I want you to post that in the homework thread. Okay? If you're struggling with that, that's something that you can connect with your accountability concierge on. Okay? But think about it. You probably are a consumer in your space. What is the number one thing that has frustrated you? There's your answer. It's not a complex thing. Chances are it's so obvious that maybe you have trouble identifying it right up front because it's so obvious and it's so well known that everyone began ignoring it. It's been ignored for far too long. Now is the moment to step up and to fill that gap and to make a difference for the people that really do want to get results from what it is that you're teaching and how you're serving people. So I want you to think about that. I also want you to really focus on dialing in your offer. And I'm going to touch on this on tomorrow's session at the beginning as well. You know, I see a lot of teaching out there about really adding these adjectives and these fluffy descriptions and these unique differentiators, and it's gotten completely out of control to the point that most people see you online, they have no idea what you do. They have no idea what your business is. They have no idea what your offer is. What I want you guys to do is zig when everyone else is zagging. I want you to go all in on really dialing in the end result of your offer and simplifying it down to exactly what people need right now. What do they need right now? Not what is it that you're passionate about teaching, not what is it that you love, not what is it that you want to sell, but what do they need? What are they willing to pay money for? What is urgent in their minds? And I want you to simplify your offer all the way down to that. You can still teach all the other things that you want to teach once you get them in and they're a paying client, right? You can still teach them all the things that you want to teach them, but you need to lead. You need to lead with the thing that's going to make the difference for them, that's going to get them to pull out their credit card today. And that bad advice we need to push to the side of all these adjectives and all these crazy fluffy words and all these unique differentiators. And we need to go right in for the kill. What is the result that they're going to get? And how do you simplify that down to 4 words or less so that they actually understand what it is that you do and can buy from you? And a great action step that I'm going to give everyone today is I want you to go scan your social media, pretend that you don't know you, pretend that you don't know what your business is. And I want you to go do a 30-second scan and tell me honestly on the homework thread, when you do that scan, do you know what you do? Can someone go to your thread right now and know what your offer is? Can someone scan your social media and in 10 seconds or less know what your offer is, how you help them, who your offer is for, and what it is that you do? If the answer is no, guess what you need to do between tonight and tomorrow's session? You need to get live, you need to start posting, you need to get in there and get in the game. Because if people can't even tell what you do, if your offer isn't clear, if your social media isn't clear, and it's as simple as you going live with a headline that talks about how you serve people and the results that you get for people, right? Or explaining what your program is, right? So it's that simple. It's that clarity. It's going back to the basics of how and what was every billion-dollar company in the world built on. Communicating with your market about what they need and making them an offer. And we need to simplify what we're doing back to that, okay? All right, so you're gonna simplify your offer. You're gonna get dialed in on who your ideal client is. You're gonna clean up your social media, do some posts, use some GIFs, I don't care. Get yourself live, use a headline explaining the offer that you deliver and how you help people. Simplify the name of your program, and let's get really, really focused on the gap, because we don't have time to waste. This is not the time for fluffy descriptive adjectives. This is not the time for playing. We are here to do business. We are here to save and serve our families. This is about making money and making money now. And if you want to do that, you can't have your prospects doing work to try and figure out what you do. Okay? Bottom line, very black and white. So now I'm going to invite you guys to take action. 1, I want you to clean up your posts on your page and make sure people know what you do. 2, I want you to make sure that you have all your notes filled out from this. If you need to watch it again, watch it again. Okay? I want to make sure that you simplify down the name of your offer and that you identify that gap. So yes, I'm giving you some homework to do. I'm giving you some work to do for tomorrow. Tomorrow's session is incredibly important because I'm going to show you how to get leads, even if you're starting from zero, even if you're starting a brand new Facebook group, a new Instagram account, even if you're like, I have a job that's going away this week and I need to figure out how to make money now. Or maybe you have a spouse's job who's going away, or maybe you have a family member that just got sick and now you need to cover their income or their expenses. That's how we need to be working right now. And when you have that sense of urgency and that sense of purpose and that sense of definitiveness with what you're doing, you are going to win. You are going to win. You are going to lead. You are going to be the person that changes the game for your family and for the future. So I want you guys to go out there. I want you to get down to business. I want you to do the work. I want you to take action. Go comment on the homework thread. I'm going to see you back here at 12 o'clock tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Bye.